Hey everybody, welcome to this year's first surf vlog 2023. Yoo-hoo! And I couldn't really figure out a better way to kick off this year than to talk about surfboards and longboards and trying to figure out which board suits you best for what type of waves you're surfing and your skill level. Now, for me, I'm a beginner, I'm an intermediate surfer,
and the waves I surf are generally kind of small.
but what I really want to talk about and emphasize is volume in this episode, because sometimes when you're out in the lineup and you're catching some great waves and people are looking at you and they're thinking, wow, this guy's got it dialed in, and then they start asking you that typical question, how much volume does your board have? And you answer honestly, I got my board has 105 liters approximately. That's a lot of volume. Holy crap, man. And then they kind of belittle you and they're like, oh, well, that's why you're catching so many waves. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm catching so many waves. You moron. Well, maybe the idea would be if volume was our friend, instead of it being an ego trip and saying like, oh, I ride a longboard that only has 50 liters volume in it. Well, that's great. Congratulations. How many waves have you been catching? But the thing I see it is that, you know, volume's your friend, and you got to figure it. You don't necessarily have to have as much volume on your board as I do, because I'm a big guy. You have to figure it out. Like, how much do you weigh? That's very important. If you're very small and thin framed, you don't weigh a lot, then yeah, absolutely get a board that has less volume. That's going to be a lot more fun for you to surf. But volume is a great thing. If you're a beginner, you want to catch waves, you need volume, because the more volume you have, the more the board sort of floats up on the water, which makes it easier to paddle because of all the buoyancy, so that you have a much better chance of catching more waves. And you got to figure, I am 215 pounds. I'm 98 kilos. I'm a big guy, and especially after eating all that Christmas food. Holy moly, that was awesome. But yeah, it's sitting in my belly and I weigh a lot, so I need a lot of volume to compensate for that weight that I have as well that I'm carrying around. So I suppose all I'm trying to say is, don't try and skimp out on volume if you're going to be choosing a board. I, for example, built this board myself last year, and I wanted volume. I wanted to make a board that had a lot of volume, a real big log that I could really surf and try and see if that was fun for me. And I gotta admit, it's a blast. I love having a lot more volume. It just makes things a lot easier for me. Catching more waves. When you're catching more waves, you're having more fun. When you're having more fun, you're going to be learning faster, improving faster, and that's kind of what it's about out there.
So I guess all I'm trying to say is,
Volume is a fantastic thing, especially if you are a beginner surfer like myself. So yeah, volume is your friend. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying these vlogs, and hope they're inspiring you to get out there and do some awesome surfing, having some great longboard sessions out there. Wherever you are in the world, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you guys next time. You.